Hi, I'm Titli and this is my miniature circus. It's been a few days now, and as you can see, the concrete's set nice and hard, so I've got two important jobs to do. One is to remove the hardboard from around the edge of the slab, and secondly is to get this bottle out. Voila! Now to get the bottle out, I'm going to use science. First thing I want to do is to get the water out of this bottle. So I can screw off the top, and I'm going to use the foot pump from my space hopper. Well, guess who just got a face full of water? That's the power of science. Try again. This time I'll stand to one side, but I'll still get wet. Now that most of the water's out, I'm going to use the power of vacuum and science to collapse the bottle. And hopefully I can just pull it out. Hee hee! Bingo! Isn't science wonderful? Next I can hammer in the ground spike for the bird feeder. Try and make sure it's upright. No, that's not bad. I'll just fill the hole up with gravel. Nice. Now the level of this slab is just slightly lower than the lawn and just slightly lower than the soil there. So I'm going to put in these edging strips to help make a neat border between the slab and the lawn or the soil. Now I'll just fill in around the edge, this side, with some soil. And over here I'll just push some gravel in. Now the last thing I'm going to do is just brush some sharp sand in the gap between this plastic edging and the concrete slab on the inside here. This sharp sand should help to stop any seeds that fall off actually germinating down the side here. I reckon the Bird Café is just about ready for the grand opening. And there we are. Titli's Bird Café is open for business once more. Hubby's happy because he can continue to feed the birds, and I'm happy because I can clean the mess up. Talking of cleaning mess up, before I do anything else, I'm going to go and have a shower. Oh, that's much better. Now then, I've got some beans to pick here. So I've got my box. Let's get picking. Dem, beans, dem, beans, dem. French beans, dem, beans, dem, beans, dem. French beans. There is something deeply satisfying about harvesting your own food. Well, that's not too shabby at all, really. There's about 350 grams there, which is about 10 ounces in dollar money. It's not bad really for a first crop, and there's more to come. There's some good news, I suppose, in the broccoli patch, in that the broccoli hasn't died yet. Mind you, I've just pulled a couple of very large caterpillars off them, and it looks like it's about time to pull up my red onions. Well, I've cleaned the onions up, and well, these are the three biggest and best. Not brilliant, but the rest? Not much bigger than pickling onions. Pickling onions. Now there's an idea. One or two of my yellow onions could do with harvesting as well. Well, that's a much more interesting bunch of onions. Well, that's the first time I've ever grown onions, and I've learnt a couple of things. One is not to waste my time growing red onions again, but secondly, be a bit more selective about the type of onion I grow. I think I'll grow some more next year. There's quite a few of my catcher apples which have fallen onto the ground, and they're really quite small, but I'm not going to let them go to waste. No siree, Bob, I'll pick them up. There's actually quite a lot of them, but they're a bit small to do anything with, really. I do have a juicer, so I think these are destined for juice. Well, it's been a busy day so far, but one of the last jobs I want to do is pick some of these lovely blackberries for tea. Oh yeah. And I'll try very hard not to eat any. Oh dear, I've failed. Well, I think there's too many here for tea, but I do think there's enough here for a lovely blackberry tart. Well, it's been quite a busy week this week, and I think I'm going to celebrate with a nice glass of freshly made apple juice. Thanks for watching, and I do hope you can join me again next week in Titli's busy garden. Cheers!